Most often, the introduction to the platform starts with a question to yourself. What if I try my hand at trading? These thoughts might arise after hearing words about fast and easy money. It seems like all you need to do is register, make a deposit, and wait for your first successful trade. But in reality, the truth is completely different. When a newcomer thinking trading is easy enters the platform, they face a reality where money disappears, decisions are made impulsively. In that case, the outcome is obvious. The deposit is blown. Why does this happen? The answer is simple: lack of knowledge and discipline, and the right approach. Today, we will discuss in detail the first steps I wish I had known earlier. They will help you avoid typical mistakes and prevent you from going into the red light. Let's start with the basics. Before entering the platform, it's crucial to be fully aware of all possible risks. If you think trading is simply about pushing buttons, you are deeply mistaken. This attitude always leads to disappointment and loss of money. The main mistake of a beginner is expecting instant success. Trading is about discipline, analysis, and constant learning. Therefore, at the very first stage, it's important not to dive headfirst into trading immediately, but to spend time understanding the fundamentals, what a strategy is, what kinds of indicators exist, trading psychology, and much more. It's precisely this knowledge that forms the foundation. Without it, any trading turns into chaotic actions, where the outcome cannot be predicted. After you've studied the theoretical base of the course, you'll want to try. But let's take a closer look at how a special market analysis platform is structured. One of the most popular and convenient is considered to be TradingView. It's an online service that allows you not only to watch price movement in real time, but also to analyze. TradingView, especially valuable that it is universal. Here you can work with any instruments, currency pairs, indices. Moreover, access to the platform is not restricted in any way. You can log in via a browser or a mobile app, which is very convenient because it allows you to stay on top of events at any time. Many choose this platform for several reasons. First, for its simplicity. The interface is designed so that even a beginner can figure it out, where everything is in a couple of hours. On the left, you have a panel with the drawing tools, lines, levels, shapes, Fibonacci grids. At the top, chart controls, time frame selection, adding indicators, changing the chart type. You can choose candles, bars, etc. On the right, you can create your watch list, so the stocks or currencies you need are always at hand. Second, flexibility. TradingView has hundreds of built-in indicators, from simply moving averages to complex oscillators. Furthermore, if you have the desire and the bit of patience, you can write your own indicator. This gives you freedom. You're not limited to standard tools, but can literally assemble your own analysis system. A screenshot of the interface pointing to all the listed elements is needed. To start working, not much is required. It's all quite simple and predictable. Just go to the website, register, and you immediately land in the workspace. After registration, you'll be on the main page. Here you can view market overviews, study ideas, TradingView, community, read news, and learn about global trends. The platform also offers dozens of tools for technical analysis, from simple lines to advanced indicators and custom scripts. For beginners, it's especially useful to understand how charting tools work. It's convenient to start mastering the platform with them. Let's start with the time frame. The period traders use to analyze their charts. The time frame can range from 1 minute to 1 year. You choose an interval: minute, hourly, daily, weekly. On a minute chart, each candle you see presents 1 minute. For learning, it's better to look at the daily charts. It's easier to see the overall picture. Next, the chart type. There are candles, bars, or lines. Japanese candlesticks are a classic for analyzing price movement, each candle shows the open, close, high, and low price for the selected period. A line chart connects closing points. It's suitable for quickly assessing trends, but not as informative as others. And bars are an alternative ways to display volatility. Also, we must mention indicators. These are tools that help you analyze price behavior and find entry and exit points. Indicators like moving averages or volume are displayed directly on the chart as lines or columns and show trend, support, or resistance. They help traders determine the current direction of price movement, find moments when the trend might change, or predict whether the trend will continue or change. If you're wondering, start with the basics. For example, moving averages, which smooth out price movement, helping to identify trend or relative strength index. It shows overbought, oversold zones, also MACD, Bollinger Bands, volume, that they are useful for clarifying signals. Don't overload your chart. Start with 1-2 main tools and try different settings. Besides charts and indicators, TradingView has many smart tools that save a trader's time and simplify analysis. Some are worth trying first. For example, alerts. Imagine a situation. You're waiting for an asset's price to reach a certain level. You could sit in front of the monitor for hours, or you could simply set an alert. TradingView will do it for you. You'll receive a notification on your phone or email when the price touches your desired mark. This saves a lot of time and prevents you from missing an important moment. Now that we've mastered the interface and the main functions, it's time to learn how to truly understand the market. After all, TradingView is not just a set of buttons and pretty charts. It's a tool that becomes your helper only when you use it consciously. It's important to learn and to see a certain logic and patterns behind the price movement. To do this, we'll start with simple but extremely useful tips. First, combine tools. No single indicator gives you 100% signal. Therefore, it's important to combine different approaches. Follow the rule. First, at least 2 confirming signals, and only then make a decision. Second, don't overload your chart. It's a common mistake for beginners to add too many indicators. As a result, the workspace turns into chaos. Signals cancel each other out, and attention is scattered. It's better to use 1 or 2 key indicators and rely on visual analysis levels, patterns, and volumes. The third is rather banal, but important. Avoid typical mistakes. Beginner traders often take an indicator signal as a guarantee, but any indicator lags behind the price and requires confirmation. Always check signals on the chart. Look at the volumes, levels, and the price behavior. Another frequent mistake is ignoring timeframes. Trading on minute charts, the overall picture isn't visible. Start with analyzing the daily or 4-hour chart, then move to smaller ones. And most importantly, develop your thinking. TradingView is just a tool. It's important not just to press buttons, but to inform your own market thinking. Look for patterns, don't repeat others' actions automatically. Record why you enter a trade and what you will consider a mistake. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Be afraid of not learning from them and to not at just theory. I suggest looking at an example of how to work on the platform. We begin our search for the first trade. It is on the asset CHF/JPY/OTC. On the chart, according to the RSI indicator, we see a decline into the area around 30. Additional confirmation is the fact that the price is resting on a support level from which bounces have previously occurred. Psychologically, such moments are the most difficult. Traders often see a fall and are afraid of going long. As it seems, the decline might continue. But it's precisely here that it's important to trust your plan and analysis. We open a long trade for $10, and indeed the bounce confirmed the trade closes positively. We remain calm and look for the next opportunity. Next, we find an interesting situation on the asset USD/SGD OTC. Here, the chart shows a prolonged decline. According to the RSI, the price has already entered the 30 zone, but there is room for movement, the 200 EMA level, pink line. In such cases, psychology of risk kicks in. The trader wants to wait for the perfect point, but the market often doesn't grant such luxury. We decide to go along now, considering that the price is already low, and indeed, the movement reaches the 200 EMA. Since the price has hit a strong average, a new bounce is possible. Therefore, we open another long trade without even waiting for the previous one to close. Both positions work out positively. This is a good example of how discipline and consistency help deal with emotions in the moment. Asset AUD/USD. The RSI indicator is approaching the 70 level. Simultaneously, the chart makes a sharp jump upwards. Such a spike often indicates a pullback downwards. In such a case, it's important to be prepared for reversal. We open short trade for $10. The scenario plays out. The trade ends in profit. So guys, today, we've not only covered how a trading platform works, but also managed to see with a real example how it functions in practice. Remember, the most important thing, you should never act randomly. You need to build a strategy from observing the chart and setting levels, to analyzing indicator signals and making decisions without unnecessary emotions. Finishing this topic, I want to emphasize the main point. TradingView is just a tool that gives you all the resources to achieve a result, which depends not on the platform, but on how you use it. Approach the markets gradually, step by step, and don't chase quick results. The more you learn and practice, the more confident you'll feel in trading, and the platform will truly become your ally, not just a pretty picture on the screen. I hope this video was really useful for you. If you want to learn more about trading, I will personally help you in my Telegram channel. You will receive educational materials, tips, and the most effective trading techniques daily. There you can ask me any questions and you'll always get clear, understandable answers. Together, in just a few days, you'll be able to figure everything out and achieve your first results. Join via the first link in the description down below or in the pinned comments, and don't miss your chance to start earning.